Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are doing the Shrine of Secrets review for the 11th of November 2020. I almost forgot what to say then. So this is the series where we go over the Shrine of Secrets in Dead by Daylight. There's 2 killer perks and 2 survivor perks. We go over what they do, what characters they come with, how they work, how they change depending what tier they are, and at the end I'll give my thoughts which ones you should use your iridescent shards to buy. But sometimes I won't recommend any. Sometimes I can't even make a choice, or sometimes I'll just be like, save blood points, save a shard, sorry, and use blood points instead. Yeah, this is all my opinion. Keep in mind as well, I haven't played with every single perk in the game. I don't have every single perk in the game, so especially this week because there's a few that I don't have. But yeah, I try and use the stats and I try to see gameplay and how I've played against it and everything. So keep that in mind. This is still just, I'm not great. I'm really not that great at this game, We're gonna hop straight in. First of all, we have Lightborne, which is a hillbilly perk. We've only just had Enduring 2 weeks in a row, which is also from Hillbilly. So now we have another hillbilly perk. Great. This is Lightborne, and this recently got updated. Well, kind of recently when he got his nerf. This perk got reworked, and basically now you are immune to blindness caused by flashlights and firecrackers, which is definitely good if you see survivors bring flashlights, or you're just a person like me and you're paranoid about every single time you pick someone up and you hear someone towards you. This will make it completely immune. You don't get blinded. Also with firecrackers, that's helpful because I know people still like to use those. And the survivors that attempt blinding you will have their aura reveal for 6 seconds. Now at tier 2 that's 8 seconds, and at tier 3 that's 10 seconds. So still not amazing. It's definitely good again if you see people using flashlights, or there's you're playing and there's a challenge in the rift to be blind killers or whatever. But it's mainly just if you see people using flashlights or something like that. It's helpful not getting blinded. You can obviously just counter it by looking at a wall, but I know sometimes in really paranoid situations, and again like I said, I am very paranoid. If I see even one person with a flashlight, it puts me on edge the entire game. And obviously they can still get angles and everything, so it just helps to kind of relieve that stress a little bit. And also you get the bonus of seeing their aura if they try and blind you. I don't know if it will tell them. You get the scoring event when you blind a killer. I don't know if it works like that. I don't know if they actually get that, because that'd be kind of cool as baiting them, being like, oh yeah, you did get the blind, but then it's like, no you didn't. The aura reveal is nice, but I don't think this is worth a perk slot, though this got reworked recently and it's still nice to have. But I wouldn't use this a lot often, so yeah, I don't know. It's not great, but it's not horrible as well. I guess it's good for newer players trying to learn them to play against flashlight saves, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's whatever. Pardon me. Next up, we have Save the Best Last, which is a shape perk, Michael Myers. This is one of my favourite killer perks in the game, and also one of my favourite perks in the game, period. This is great. This is really good on basically any killer, but some specifically I'll go over after. So this is an obsession perk. You get an obsession. You earn a token for each successful hit that is not dealt to the obsession. It is only a basic attack, so no pig ambush or demogorgon shred. Each token grants a stackable 5% decreased successful basic attack cooldown, and you can earn up to 8 tokens. So basically, when you hit someone, do the animation of wiping the blood off their weapon or whatever. Basically, that will get quicker each time. So eventually, at 8 tokens, the animation barely plays. Hitting your obsession with a basic attack, however, will cause you to lose 4 tokens. At tier 2, you lose 3 tokens, and at tier 3, that is 2 tokens. So this is definitely best at tier 3 because at tier 1, you lose basically everything. But yeah, you can no longer gain tokens if your obsession is sacrificed or killed, and you can only be obsessed with one survivor at a time. This is really good, and this is really good on killers that struggle in chases, I would say. It's good on every killer, basically. Maybe not insta-down killers, because there's not really a point. Nurse, Hillbilly, Leatherface, things like that. But I'd say killers like Demo, Doctor, Pig, Ghostface, Clown, a lot of killers, Wraith, a lot of killers can really benefit from this. It just saves a bit more time. Keep in mind there is an obsession, and again, if the obsession does die at any point, you can't get tokens unless you get like decisive strike, or if you're using nemesis or something. There's no way to get that back. This is really good, especially sometimes. Again, you can use this with killers like I mentioned before. Pig. You can cheat with this and use the ambush to hit the obsession, so you're still damaging them, but you don't lose any tokens. Same with Demo Shred. Do we have any other examples? I don't think we do. Huntress Hatchets I don't think count as well, so you could just try and get lucky, I guess, but I don't think you've really run this on Huntress anyway. But yeah, a lot of killers can really benefit from this effect, and especially if you're able to kill the obsession with like 6 or 8 tokens, that means for the rest of the game, once the obsession's dead, you get to still keep that. Sometimes you can get really unlucky and lose all your tokens, so when the obsession dies, basically nothing happens, or you only get 2 or 4 tokens, which is still good. It's still better than nothing, but obviously it's still not very noticeable. Yeah, this is a session perk, like I said, but this is really good and just really effective, and this is one of my favourite perks in the game for that reason. I use this on most killers, to be honest. Pardon me, sorry about that. I haven't got a drink with me at the moment, though I probably should have got the one. Never mind. Next we have Urban Evasion, which is a Neo Carlson perk, or just a Neo perk. I don't know why I said her last name. I never say their last names. I don't know why I just said that. This is a interesting perk. You'll see this in like the Blendette memes and everything, and the like stealth builds. Basically, your movement speed while crouched is increased by 90%. At tier 2 that's 95%, and at tier 3 that's 100%. The effect is good. I haven't used this perk in a very long time, because I remember when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. The effect is definitely noticeable. This can really help you in some chases to lose line of sight. You can do this a lot around like trees. If it's a tight one in like Cold Wind, you can just hide behind the tree. Like during the loop, as they're breaking the pallet, you can just quickly go somewhere and just stealth around that, or if they're trying to pick up a survivor or something. It's really helpful to lose chase, especially if you're someone who's using like darker clothes and like Iron Will, things like that. It's very good to just quickly end the chase so you can go away and heal, or if you're healthy then you can just lose the chase for a bit, I guess. But again, this is kind of like a jeopardizing perk. This is like self-care. You know, it's just, I don't know, you wouldn't really be using this a lot. Again, if you're doing like stealth build, fair enough, but I feel like it's a perk slot and everything. This probably isn't that helpful, and you should probably be out there helping your team other than just urban evasioning around the map, as people say. So there isn't a lot to say at this bottom. The effect is good, the effect is nice, but I just don't think it's very helpful. Yeah, again, it can be helpful in some situations, but I wouldn't use a perk slot for this. I just crouch normally, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe if you're a newer player or something, I guess, but I wouldn't like become reliant on this. I wouldn't like use this all the time. Finally, we have Vigil, which is a very interesting perk. I don't think I've literally ever encountered anyone use this before. This is a Quentin perk, and yeah, this is just a very interesting one. So, you and your allies within an 8-meter range recover from exhausted, hemorrhage, mangled, hindered, and blindness status effect 10% faster. Now at tier 2 that's 15% faster, and at tier 3 that's 20%. Once out of range, this effect persists for 15 seconds. So this is like a leader, also like Streetwise, but leader mainly because it does the out of range thing, where you have to kind of give bonuses to your teammates, but Streetwise gives it to you as well, so that's good. But yeah, so you recover from exhausted, so obviously from dead hard, sprint burst, head on, things like that. Hemorrhage, which is when you bleed more, I think. Mangled, which is the one where you take longer to heal, mainly from Sloppy Butcher. Hindered, which is slow down, mainly from like clowns, bottles and everything, and also blindness. You recover from those faster. Now that effect I would say is actually pretty good. Tier 3, 20% faster is pretty good. Especially like me, I use exhaustion perks loads. Killers use Sloppy Butcher a lot. You don't see clowns a lot, but hey, there we go. Yeah, and again, oh no, this is you and your allies. Oh, I didn't even realise, even though I just read that out. No, so this is like Streetwise then, so this actually counts for you as well. And also, once out of range, the effect will persist for 15 seconds, and once that's up, it'll just recover as normal. Obviously, this is combined with like better with exhaustion perks that are tier 3, because that's only 40 seconds, so 20% faster. I'm not going to do the maths, but you know, it's not as long. This is really good, I think, but at the same time, I can see why people don't use this a whole lot. I wouldn't use this too often. Exhaustion's not that big of a deal, I guess. And again, things like mangled. Saying that, it does say recovering, and if you're hit by a sloppy butcher, mangled isn't timed. It just stays until you're healed, so it wouldn't actually do anything. It's more like mangled from like add-ons, like pig add-ons, for example, where it's like when you're caught in a bear trap, you're mangled, and also like if you're caught in a clown's gas bottle, you're mangled. Or Hunter's Hatchet. So actually, yeah, with Sloppy Butcher it wouldn't do anything. Same with the Hemorrhage. Hindered. Again, yeah, no, this would be like Huntress add-ons. Yeah, so actually, yeah, that makes even more sense. Again, Blindness, if you hit with Third Seal, it doesn't have a cooldown, it's just until the tome gets destroyed. Wow, okay, I just had a massive brainwave about that. I probably should have looked into that before the video. Yeah, no, okay then, so I said this mainly for exhaustion then, I guess, because the other ones aren't, though, like, the most times you'll get hit with these status effects, it won't be timed to be recovered from, if that makes sense. Like, with Sloppy Butcher, you don't recover from, mangled. It just stays, you just stay mangled permanently until you heal, so yeah, it wouldn't actually do anything a lot of the time. Wow, I just had a massive brainwave after that. Wow. Okay, so now we're going to go over the perks that I think you should buy, and I'm going to say this week only buy Save the Best for Last if you don't have Michael, because this perk will save you a lot. With killers, like I said, who have like that niche seconds ability, Demo, Pig, I'm trying to think of another one. Deathslinger, I guess. No, don't think it works like that, does it? Oni? Maybe Oni's Demon Dash? Demon Strike? I don't know. Getting the tokens is easy enough, you just have to hit people out in the Obsession. You can usually afford to hit the Obsession once or twice in a chase and let them go. Obviously this combines with Michael's other perks, which basically make you forget about the Obsession, so that's like Dying Light and Play with Your Food. But even by itself, it's a really good perk, and it's really strong on killers who struggle in chases, or just killers in general if you want to just save a bit of time. Lightborne isn't great, I wouldn't use a perk slot for this. The effect is nice, not being able to get blinded if you're really paranoid like me, but again, you can look into walls, there are loopholes around it, and I don't know, I'm not down, I don't think, with using a perk slot for this. Urban Evasion, just not really, no, it's just one of those kind of selfish perks, I want to say. It's just kind of like, you know, everyone does the memes where it's like you have crap teammates who just urban evasion around the whole edge of the map in self-care, so I wouldn't really go on this. And Vigil, like I just said, I had a massive like epiphany about it, so I realised this really isn't that great, so I wouldn't buy this for 2,000 shards. Yeah, I would just get Save the Best for Last, to be honest. So hope you enjoyed, hope you found this helpful. I'm going to try and I've got gameplay recorded, so if there's something to make commentary videos about, maybe once the new chapter comes out in a few weeks, the Binding of Kin, because that looks very interesting, maybe I'll do that. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.